Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of All Things Jurassic. So, recently I did a rewatch of Jurassic Park 3, and while watching it, I remembered some theories about Spinosaurus being a hybrid before Jurassic World even released back in 2015. So today we're going to dive deeper into this theory with scenes that I pulled up from the movie and determine if it really is a hybrid or if it's just genetically modified, as people say it is. So, like I mentioned before, there's no theories, there's no confirmation, there's no answer as to if anything about Spinosaurus being hybrid is true. So, without further ado, let's dive in to scene one.
Get out the way! No one can stop this plane! Oh my god! We're going down!
Okay, so what did we see here? Well, what we saw was basically the whole cast is on this plane, right? And they're on this runway. So here comes the Spinosaurus, and the plane supposedly hits the sail of it, which causes the whole plane basically crash to the jungle. So while deep diving about this theory, if the plane did damage to the sail, I found this image here of the actual animatronic that they use in the film, and you could see this like gash mark near where the sail is like kind of curving down, right? Supposedly, I don't know if it was the wheel or the actual propeller of the actual plane that hit the Spinosaurus right here. So Cooper dies there, and the plane hits that exact same side. Gash mark is right here. So I don't know. Maybe it's just promotional things to the movie. We don't know, but I think it's probably safe to say that it didn't hit the seal, but it got pretty close to it. So let's recap what happened here basically. So the cast basically pulls up in front of the Spinosaurus and the T Rex are about to fight. Fight goes on, the T Rex grabs Spinosaurus with its jaw on its neck and it drags it across the jungle right here. And then it grabs it again. Spinosaurus clamps down there and then it twists its neck. Pretty much, I decided to do some digging, right? And according to Google, a T Rex has a bite force, while a juvenile has a bite force around 5,641 newtons, and with adults having a bite force of 35,000 newtons. So that means that Spinosaurus should have died immediately because the T Rex got the first blow, pretty much. So, and the fact how a Spinosaurus was able to resist that is just insane on its own. So I did some digging again about the neck this time, where Spinosaurus basically twisted it to kill it. So according to Google, it's considered very strong, capable of powerful movements, thrusting upwards, even shaking its prey to dislodge meat. So yeah, that Spinosaurus shouldn't have been able to twist it, right? It, the fact that this animal, which is mainly built for killing fish and probably other small dinosaurs, shouldn't be able to do what it did in that fight. So the scene that played out, right? You're right. Spinosaurus is in the paddock with Alan and Eric Kirby, chases them around the paddock, and these two escape through. Spinosaurus almost gets to them. Now, as y'all saw, here comes the crazy part. Spinosaurus starts to go back to the tree line back there, and then it bursts through. I don't know about you, but the metal and all the barbed wire connecting the whole paddock together looked pretty strong. Went through head first into it and bursted this whole wall right here, which is insane. The last part of if the Spinosaurus is a hybrid or not, we're going back to the Mizrani Global website. And for those who don't know what this website is basically advertising for the Jurassic World movie back in 2015. And I think the only way to find it now is through a Wayback Machine because I couldn't find it before using it. So if we go to terminal here, it'll pull up the Mizrani backdoor. And if you type in the password Indominus, it'll show access granted. And then it'll take you through uh all the logs right here. Type in archive and then type in read. And here's all the archive logs here. So now when you see raw feathers, you type in the date and the log should show up, which is saying, I'm calling this the common cold of genetics. We can't cure this one soon, I'm sure, because we're actively manipulating and mutating animals' genes, adding frog, bird, and reptile DNA. We create what is known as the null, LE. The dinosaurs cannot live without something added to their code, so for now we're stuck with the scales. Maybe my research into gene splicing will unearth this problem. It certainly proves limitless compatibilities with the accent you left on Sorna. Basically, Dr. Wu accidentally created a Spinosaurus, which, for those who don't know, in Jurassic Park 3, the island is Isla Sorna. So essentially, he didn't mean to create the dinosaur and it added so much stuff into it that it became a problem, and they basically left it there hoping it would die. And then later in 2001, Alan Grant and the whole cast and JP3 go back to the island, and we all know how it played out. Yeah, a lot to unpack here, right? Now, to answer the question of if the Spinosaurus really is a hybrid or not, me personally, I don't think so. Back then, I would always argue with someone that Spinosaurus was a hybrid, but in reality, it's probably just mutated. I mean, Dr. Wu even said in the logs that they had to manipulate the genes, they had to mutate it. So whatever they added to that Spinosaurus by accident to make feathers, make dinosaurs more realistic, they added this like whole gene code of DNA of just random stuff put into the Spinosaurus, which caused it to be that strong that could kill a T-Rex and burst through a fence and all that. So I just wanted to break down what happened, and yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.